In this video, I talked about why the middle class is the new poor. Kung bakit kahit na meron tayong stable job, maayos ang sahod natin, meron naman tayong savings, parang kulang pa din. So today, I want to flip that conversation kasi I've been reading this book. It's called 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss. Guys, sobrang good read niya kasi dito ko nalaman na meron na palang definition ng new rich. Kasi guys, apparently, yung new rich pala, hindi siya yung typical na alam nating mayaman eh. Hindi sila yung may mga magagarang sasakyan, luxury bags, hindi sila yung nagta-travel every weekend, at hindi sila yung pinakamataas na sahod na empleyado. The new rich are harder to recognize kasi yung wealth nila, it doesn't always look expensive. So for today's episode, let's talk about who they are kasi malay mo, ikaw na pala ang definition ng new rich. Growing up kasi guys, iba naman talaga yung definition natin ng rich, diba? Sila yung may mga mararangyang buhay in a sense na maganda kasi yung bahay nila, maganda yung sasakyan nila, mamahalin, tapos lagi silang naka-designer na bags or accessories or damit. Pero ngayon kasi, those things can all be financed. Pwede mo rin siyang ma-achieve kahit na hindi ka talaga mayaman through credit cards or through loans. Kasi today, almost anyone can rent the lifestyle of being rich. Pero very few own it. That's why looking rich and being rich have become two completely different things. Ito yung napansin ko, yung mga pinakamayaman na kakilala ko, they don't spend the most. Meron lang silang options. For example, if they hate their job, they can resign. If their company downsizes, tas nagli-lay off ng mga empleyado, they don't panic. If someone in the family gets sick or any other emergency, hindi ang option nila ay mag-swipe agad ng credit card. So that's real wealth, and money's greatest purpose pala, it's buying choices, and those choices create freedom. Freedom na iwanan yung trabaho mo if it no longer serves you, freedom to spend more time with your loved ones, freedom to say no to opportunities that don't align with your values, and freedom to handle emergencies without immediately going into debt. And another thing that I learned recently, iba-iba din pala yung itsura ng freedom na binibili ng mayayaman. For some people, it's time freedom in a sense na pwede silang magbakasyon anytime they want kasi they don't need to worry about their paycheck. They can spend time with their kids, their family, their loved ones, kaibigan, without feeling guilty. Another thing is career freedom in a sense na pwede kang umalis or mag-resign dun sa trabaho mo if naging toxic na siya or it no longer serves you kasi alam mo na covered ka ng savings mo or ng sinking fund mo. Next is financial freedom. This doesn't necessarily mean na meron kang millions or billions sa savings account mo, kaya you're free. Ibig lang sabihin nito, meron kang enough savings, emergency fund, and investment para i-cover yung lifestyle mo in case gusto mong mag-mini retirement or magkaroon ka ng emergency. And apparently guys, upon research, kaka-check ko lang ngayon, ang dami na palang strategy na focused sa extreme savings and aggressive investing para makapag-build ka ng portfolio at makover yung living expenses mo in case gusto mong maging work optional by 40, by 50. So, iba't ibang strategy na yung ginagawa ng mga tao ngayon para lang ma-achieve nila yung financial freedom. Interesting topic lang. Let me know in the comments if you want to talk about it in my next video. Next is mental freedom. Ito naman yung klase ng freedom na gusto ko, yung hindi ka lagi nag-worry sa presyo ng mga binibili mo kasi alam mo na kaya siya ng bank account mo. So, hindi ka laging nag-worry na baka kapusin ka or kailangan mong mangutang this month. Speaking of utang, hindi ka rin nag-worry sa mga high interest debt mo kasi wala ka nun. Wala ka ring stress na iniisip kung aabot ba yung pera mo para sa susunod na sweldo. At the end of the day, freedom looks different for everyone. Iba yung definition mo ng freedom, iba din yung akin. And that's okay. Pero meron lang silang common denominator. Mas madaling i-achieve itong mga definition natin ng freedom na to kapag yung finances natin nasa healthy place sila. Kasi sa totoo lang, mahal talaga ang freedom guys. Pero once you have it, it's priceless. Next, let's talk about why the new rich don't need to impress anyone. Siguro iniisip natin, tayo kasi kapag yumaman tayo, for sure hindi natin siya itatago. We'll talk about it, we'll enjoy it, and probably will flaunt it. So if that's the case, why are the rich people unrecognizable? And as I mentioned earlier, looking rich and actually being rich are two different things. People who are financing their lives to look rich are pressured to keep doing it. Once your lifestyle kasi is built around appearances, every raise, bonus, or extra income can feel like an excuse to upgrade again just to keep up. Meanwhile, people with real money often look ordinary. For example guys, real life example to Noong katrabaho pa ako sa ibang bansa, nagkaroon ako ng chance to have dinner with my boss. kasama yung ibang colleagues namin. During dinner, chikahan, ganyan, and then out of nowhere, nilabas niya yung cellphone niya kasi meron siyang document na kailangang pirmahan. Tapos nung nilabas niya yung cellphone niya, ang gulat namin kasi ang luma na talaga guys, na tipong pwede na siguro tayong mag-upgrade kung kumikita naman na yung company. Para siyang si Vico Soto na ang luma ng cellphone pero successful. So nung nilabas niya yung cellphone niya at nakita niya yung cellphone ko, definitely yung akin yung mas mukhang successful kasi naka-latest iPhone ako at that time. So kung papipiliin siguro kayo dun sa dalawang cellphone na yon, sabihin natin na alin dyan yung mas successful. Most likely, ang first option ninyo is yung akin kasi latest gadget siya. Pero definitely, ang correct answer dun is yung lumang cellphone ng boss ko kasi hello, siya yung may-ari ng company namin at napakadami niya pang businesses all over the world. So, ganun sila ka-subtle, ganun sila ka-ordinary, at ganun sila ka-invisible. And yun yung realization ko at that time na ganun pala yun kasi kapag healthy na yung bank account mo, your ego becomes quieter. Hindi mo kailangan patunayan na mayaman ka na kasi your bank account speaks for itself. Hindi mo kailangan mag-maintain ng image, hindi mo kailangan mag-post ng haul or ng travel photos kasi you're okay na, you're set. Hindi mo na kailangan patunayan sa kahit na sino na successful ka. Kasi yung freedom na nabili mo, yun na yung success mo. Next, the new rich have space. Meron silang space sa kanilang budget, calendar, and in their mind. Which means they don't need to spend every peso they earn, they don't need to fill their weekends with expensive plans or travels, and they don't need to say yes to every trend. Kasi yung space na meron sila para sa kanilang budget, calendar, at mind, it creates peace. Kasi napansin nyo ba na when your paycheck is already assigned bago pa siya dumating, life becomes exhausting. Yung sinasabi natin na hindi pa dumarating yung sahod ko, ubos na, nakaka-stress yung ganong cycle. And I know guys na madami pa sa atin na naka-paycheck to paycheck cycle, hindi naman natin minemenos yung ganong sitwasyon or experience. And that's why I highly encourage you guys na mag-save muna bago gumastos pag dumadating yung sahod ninyo. Kasi kahit na maliit na halaga lang yon, makaka-create siya ng space para sa inyo. That way, next paycheck, hindi lang natin uulitin yung ating cycle. Diyan din tayo magbe-benefit kapag nag-track tayo ng expenses kasi through tracking, makikita natin na may extra money pa pala tayo. Nagastos lang natin siya sa mga unnecessary expenses. Kasi when you intentionally leave room para sa finances mo, life feels lighter. And I understand na mahirap siya gawin, lalo na kung hindi mo siya sisimulan. Kasi yung ibang iniisip nila, kailangan kagad nila ng dramatic haul. Malaking change agad ang kailangan natin gawin for us to reach the next level. Pero hindi naman po kailangan ganon. And that's exactly why I created my lifestyle reset guide, this one. Kasi naniniwala talaga ako guys sa system na kapag inayos mo yung sistema mo, especially when it comes to your finances, mas madali na for you na mag-level up. I'll leave the link in the description box below if you want to check it out. Next, the new rich aren't always the highest earner. I've created several videos na about this topic guys and lagi kong tinatanong sa inyo na kapag ba dumoble yung sahod mo today, dodoble din yung savings mo or investment mo. Kasi madalas ang nangyayari sa atin as soon as tumaas yung ating sahod or yung ating income, sasabay sa kanya yung ating lifestyle. And yun yung tinatawag nating lifestyle inflation. Bibili tayo ng mas mamahalin na mga gamit sa office, bibili tayo ng gadget, mag-upgrade tayo ng lahat ng pwedeng i-upgrade. That's why minsan kahit na parang ang taas na ng sahod natin, hindi pa rin tayo financially free dahil yung increase na nakuha natin, ginagamit lang natin siya para i-maintain yung ating upgraded lifestyle. And I've also experienced this. Sabi ko dati kapag tumaas yung sahod ko, magiging financially free na ako kasi marunong naman ako mag-ipon. Pero hindi siya laging ganun ka-straightforward, diba? Dahil madalas hindi natin napapansin kagad yung lifestyle inflation kapag nag-start na siya na mag-creep in. Gina-justify natin siya na deserve natin yun, sa sahod pa naman tayo, or next time na lang natin i-improve ang ating finances. Kasi guys, I've met people who are already earning 200,000 pesos per month, pero for some reason, wala silang emergency fund, wala silang savings, at baon sila sa utang. Meron din naman akong kakilala na 50,000 ang salary, pero kaya nilang mag-invest at kaya nilang palaguin yung 50,000 pesos na yon. Kasi guys, yung income natin, it creates opportunity. Pero yung habits natin yung magde-determine kung makikip ba natin yung opportunities na yon. Kaya becoming the new rich doesn't happen overnight. Hindi siya nangyayari sa isang big decision mo lang na mag-iipon na ako ngayon, bukas siguro mayaman na ako. Or magtatabi ako ng 50 pesos this month, next month baka mag-improve na yung finances ko. It happens through small habits, small changes na ginagawa natin on a daily basis para ma-improve yung ating finances. Next, the new rich think long term. Hindi lang nila iniisip yung conveniences na makukuha nila at this very moment, kundi kung ano yung magiging effect ng kanilang mga decisions right now sa kanilang future. In this day and age kasi, yung modern culture, nire-reward nila yung speed. Kaya yung mga nakikita natin na ads, get rich quick, lose weight fast, become successful before 30. Pero yung wealth kasi guys, it usually grows quietly. Hindi siya ganun ka-aesthetic na makikita mo sa Instagram or sa social media. Kasi it grows quietly in the background and usually it's boring. It's boring kasi yung monthly investing, yung saving consistently, reading, learning, commuting. Ito mga to, hindi naman talaga sila yung usual na topic na nakikita natin online. Recently, I'm glad na meron ng small piece of the internet na ninonormalize yung mga ganitong financial habits. Pero usually hindi siya napag-uusapan kasi nga medyo boring siya. Pero kahit na hindi siya magiging dahilan para mag-viral ka or maging popular kid ka, it is very sustainable and yung promise niya naman is yung long-term benefits para sa'yo. You can start becoming the new rich today. Hindi mo kailangan ng six-figure salary, hindi mo kailangan ng malaking emergency fund or savings para makapagsimula. You simply need to become much better than yesterday. So ang competition mo lang lagi ay yung sarili mo. Hindi mo kailangan i-compare ang sarili mo sa mga nakikita mo sa social media, kung ano yung ginagawa nila. Focus ka lang sa kung ano yung goal mo. And every day, improve mo yung iyong financial habits para eventually makita mo yung growth. You can definitely start small kahit mag-save lang muna tayo ng 500 pesos every payday, mag-build tayo ng emergency fund, mag-cancel tayo ng isa or dalawang subscription na hindi natin ginagamit, or magbawas tayo ng isang item sa ating cart para sa ating online shopping. Again, wag lang natin basta panoorin yung mga videos na ganito. Let's make sure na yung isa or dalawa sa mga natutunan natin, i-apply din natin siya sa ating real life experiences. Kaya let me know in the comment section below, ano yung small habit na gusto mong i-improve para maging new rich ka in the future. And if you want more videos similar to this one, I have more in my channel. You can start by watching this video. That's it for today and I'll see you there. Ciao!